14 huge home and away spoilers for next week. What's next in Summer Bay? Coming up on Home and Away, Cash makes the decision to leave Summer Bay. Elsewhere, Levi and Eden support Abigail through her darkest hour, and a newcomer spells trouble for Justin and Theo. Here's a full collection of 14 massive moments. 1. Tane's head is all over the place. Hungover Tane is feeling guilty over how he reacted to Harper's pregnancy. The pair finally get the chance to talk, but Tane is shocked to learn Harper considered having a termination without telling him. With his head all over the place, Tane tells Harper he needs some time to think about things. 2. Tane makes his decision. Harper goes to see Tane and apologizes for keeping the baby a secret from him. She knows how much Tane wanted a family with Felicity and is able to recognize she isn't the person he imagined this happening with. However, Tane's mind is made up he wants this baby and tells Harper they're a family now. 3. Eden fears she's lost Cash for good. Remy tells her Cash is still deep in grief and will eventually come round. But Eden isn't so sure. After lashing out at Bree for telling John about her split, Eden returns home and takes out one of the wedding dresses Felicity ordered for her. Eden is overwhelmed with sadness as she holds the gown up to her body and fears she's lost Cash forever. 4. Eden's friends rally round. Remy is troubled to find Eden sitting on her bed wearing the dress she'd hoped to get married in. He tells his friend she looks beautiful, but this only upsets Eden even more. Eventually she emerges from her room and says sorry to Bree for her earlier outburst. 5. Cash decides to quit the Bay. Gary insists Eden deserves better. When Cash still refuses to face his ex, Gary goes to see Eden and urges her to fight for their love. But she's going to have to be quick, as Cash decides he's done with Summer Bay. He tells Gary he's leaving for good. 6. Perry finds a friend in Theo. Perry drops his car off at the garage, but Theo can sense something is wrong. The lad explains that he had to give a statement to the police about his father and fears he's going to retaliate with violence. Theo opens up about his own past trauma and the pair bond over a drink, leaving Perry feeling more self-assured. 7. Justin receives bad news. Justin receives a call from a customer called Claudia complaining how Theo didn't service her car when he was supposed to. Theo is faced with Justin's wrath, but his uncle softens when Theo explains he was helping out Perry instead. Hours later, Claudia calls again to say she's broken her arm in a car accident caused by her faulty brakes, and the blame lies with Theo. 8. Justin's worst fears are confirmed. Claudia's claim makes Justin realize the trouble that Theo, and subsequently, the business could be in. He pulls a few strings and is able to acquire Claudia's damaged car. And a quick inspection of the vehicle confirms his fears, the brakes did fail. But how on earth is he going to break the news to Theo? 9. Cash continues to spiral. Cash is keen to tie up all business before he leaves the Bay, starting with Felicity's shares at Salt. He meets with Mac to try and sort his affairs out. But as tempers flare, Xander steps in and Cash angrily lashes out at him. Gary witnesses Cash's outburst and tells his foster son he's terrified of the dark path he seems to be heading down. 10. Marley celebrates his success. Marley receives an email informing him he's made the final for the art competition he entered. He thanks Kirby for her support, feeling guilty for ignoring her previous words of encouragement. The two friends celebrate Marley's success and are excited for what the future holds. 11. Abigail is in serious danger. Abigail wakes up on Dom's couch and is sickened when the drug dealer and pimp tells her she'll have to clear her debt with one of his regular clients. Panicking, Abigail locks herself in the bathroom and calls Levi, begging for him to come and rescue her. 12. Levi and Eden come to Abigail's rescue. Levi hurries to the address Abigail provided. En route, he comes across Eden, who insists on accompanying him on the mission. As they arrive at the property, Dom opens the door and feigns innocence, insisting he doesn't know of any Abby and they must have got the wrong house. Levi apologizes and leaves, but there's something niggling at him about Dom's manner. 13. Eden and Levi make a promise to Abigail. Levi realizes at once what's going on. He and Eden force their way in, where they find Abigail, who is shaken, but otherwise unharmed. Afterwards, Abigail begs her siblings not to take her to rehab, so they check her into a hotel. Realizing her next withdrawal is approaching, Eden and Levi agree to stay with Abigail as she attempts to go cold turkey. 14. Justin prepares to meet Claudia. Things are going from bad to worse for Justin when Claudia accuses him of trying to bribe her to keep quiet about the accident. At a loss what to do, Justin turns to Marilyn for advice, who suggests a face-to-face chat will help settle things once and for all. But how will their meeting go? And is Claudia going to cause Justin even more misery?
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của Home and Away Spoiler today. Xin chào.